All right, welcome to this winners qualification match between the one and only Joshua Filler against Yukio Akakariyama. I hope I pronounced it right. We are about to watch a winner qualifications match. So whoever is winning this gets into the last 64 of the Qatar World Cup 10 ball in 2025. You can see we're still in the warm-up, but the match should start in around 10 minutes. So you can watch them both practice, and we will start very, very soon. Big tournament, 450,000 prize money in total, 100 grand for the winner. So really big one. And yeah, I'll be your commentator for the match. My name is Charivari, and once the match is started, I am back with you and I will commentate on the whole match. Talk to you soon. Gets into the last 64 of the Qatar World Cup 10 ball in 2025. You can see we're still in the warm-up, but the match should start in around 10 minutes. So you can watch them both practice, and we will start very, very soon. Big tournament, 450,000 prize money in total, 100 grand for the winner. A really big one. And yeah, I'll be your commentator for the match. My name is Charivari, and once the match is started, I am back with you and I will commentate on the whole match. Talk to you soon. By the way, while you're watching Joshua practice, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, then definitely hit the subscribe button right now, because we're about to stream many more matches in the future. We will do great videos. We already have planned a couple of great videos from Josh and Pia. So there is great stuff to come on this channel besides the usual matches. So definitely hit the subscribe button. By the way, while you're watching Joshua practice, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, then definitely hit the subscribe button right now, because we're about to stream many more matches in the future. We will do great videos. We already have planned a couple of great videos from Josh and Pia. So there is great stuff to come on this channel besides the usual matches. So definitely hit the subscribe button. In the background, you're seeing Mario He and Felix Vogel about to play another match. So While watching this one, you can also have a eye on the background. So a really nice view here. You can see lots of tables. And in case you're not familiar with Yukio, he is actually a former 9-ball champion, world 9-ball champion in 2011, where he won against Ronnie Alcano, which you probably know in the finals, also former world number 1. And of course, Joshua Filler, also former 9-ball champion in 2018, 7 years later. So we're still in the warm-up practice, but we're about to start any minute from now. It's, by the way, 10-ball race to 9 with alternate breaks. And as I mentioned before, this one is the winner's qualification to make it into the last 64 stage. So if you're wondering, by the way, who I am, I'm Sharivari. I'm doing the commentary for you today. As you see, I'm not there live, but I'm commentating live from the Sharivari base. And it looks like we're about to start. So of course, you're not going to see my face all the time. So I'm really looking forward to this match. By the way, let us know your predictions in the comment section. This is, by the way, the second match Joshua is playing. Yesterday, he already played against Mark Anthony. In his first match of this tournament, he won 9-6. If you want to rewatch that match, of course, we did stream that as well. But for now, I think we're gonna stay live and see how this one turns out. Unfortunately, I can't change anything about the camera. The only thing I can do is commentate and change the score. Oh, lost the cue ball on the very first break. Didn't hit it full in the face. That's such a common scratch into the side pocket if you don't hit the one ball full. So not an ideal start, unfortunately. Of course, I'm a bit biased. Uh, Joshua is a fellow German player. And of course, we're doing this channel together, so I have to say I'm a bit of a fan of Josh here. So, but I'm trying to do the whole commentary unbiased, of course. Okay, let's try something. Let's try to zoom in a bit. That's the one thing I can do here. I talked to Josh before. Unfortunately, there is no other way to mount the camera for this table. Okay, seems like he's a pretty quick player. This is gonna be the key shot. Just 2 rails. Ooh, and he missed the key shot. You can see he's stretching a bit. Maybe doesn't feel it yet. That was a great chance already. But this is a really tricky shot. Yeah, nicely done. You can see just a bit short of pace, but that was a really clever one. That was just so difficult to get to that 7 that Josh played that really nice 4-rail safety. Of course, tried to hind the 6 ball behind that 7 ball. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about the brightness. Pia is not there. Josh set the camera up himself. But that's great feedback. We're trying to improve that, of course, on future streams. Unfortunately, I'm not there. I'm in Germany. I'm just doing the commentary. But meanwhile, that was a strange shot. I didn't really know what Yukio was trying to do here, but golden opportunity. Of course, nerves might play a role, especially in the beginning of the match, and especially if you're playing against Josh. But I mean, he's a former world champion. He knows how to win. So I'm sure he will settle down eventually. Nice 2-rail, touch of inside, going into the line. And not the perfect start for Josh, but the perfect result. And he's ahead by 1 game. So, as I mentioned, we're playing alternate break. So it's Yukio's break now. We have a referee in place who's racking the balls with the magic ball rack. that was a nice break. Made a ball, and I'm not too sure if he has an open view on that one ball. Difficult to tell from here. Referee is in the worst possible place for us right now. Seems like he couldn't see the ball, but he played a really... Did he get that lock-up safety or not? I think from the look on Josh's face, he can definitely see that one ball. Might gonna put the one ball to the long rail where the ref is standing right now. Might the cue ball behind the 2-5? We'll see. Just like that. Yeah, that was an awesome shot. So either 1 or 2 rail kick. Depends on what he's exactly planning to do with the cue ball and the one ball. Probably should call it into a pocket, because there is always a chance. And he left an open shot. But you can see that one ball was tracking right to the corner pocket. So I'm not too sure if he called it anywhere. But this is also not easy. It's a big cut. And you also have to get somehow on the 2 ball with a lot of blocking balls for the cue ball's path, especially that 3 and 10 ball. Used some inside. Nicely done. Now still a bit tricky though. I don't know if that 4 ball is blocking the path or if he can avoid it and come around. Or he's gonna create a calculated bump into the 4 ball. Yes, he did. It was nicely judged. Just a bit too much angle for the side pocket. 10 ball might also comes into play. Looks like someone bumped into the camera. Okay, come 2 rails around, probably. Gotta be a bit careful with that 9 ball. You also want to have an angle on that 7 to come nicely to the 8. Okay, nicely done. 9-ball into the side. Keep in mind, as you see him pointing right here, you want to have the angle to go down to the 10-ball. It's probably going to go forward. Stun into the rail and back out. And did he get it? It looks like he's going to the wrong side, but probably with high and some right spin, he can come down table still. Oh, he got the right angle. Camera tricked me here. That was perfect. And also a perfect start. If he makes that one, it's 2-0. And Joshua's breaking. Remember on the first break he scratched? So let's see how this one turns out. Yes, we have two world 9-ball champions here. One from 2011 and the other one from 2018. So just 7 years apart. Yeah, it's great to do commentary again on this channel. I did previously, like a week ago, Joshua and Pia did a practice match against each other with commentary from the Killer Filler base here in Germany, where I did commentary. So also a really interesting match. If you haven't watched that, you can check that on our channel. Okay, he made a ball on the break. Was awfully close. The one ball almost ended up in front of the corner pocket. Fortunately, got a bump. But I mean, the good news is you can play a very controlled safety. I would think that he's trying to bring the cue ball behind that 5-ball in the best case. That's good enough. 3-ball should be there. And even if this one is jumpable, the 4-ball is in the way, so the 4-ball is also blocking the 1-ball. So really nice safety. But of course, you gotta call, if you're jumping it, you gotta call the 4-ball here. That was close and really, really unlucky to scratch into that corner pocket. So not the best start here for Yukio. He had a golden chance in the very first rack when Joshua scratched on the break to go in front by 1 game. And you gotta take that opportunity, especially if you're going against playing against players like Josh. And it also can set kind of the tone for the match, can get you more comfortable. Okay, change of plans. We're going for the draw. 2-ball in the side, 3-ball into the upper right corner pocket. Four to the 5 is might gonna get tricky depending on the angle. Okay, Can he go in between the 5 and the 8 here? I think he has the perfect angle to do that. Just 2 rails to the center of the table and definitely end up on the right side here. With the right side, I'm talking about the line of the 4 ball that leads towards the 5 ball. Oh, you can see the expression on his face. He's not happy. So this is gonna be tricky. You have to avoid that 6 ball. I'm not too sure if you can go forward. Then you also have to keep in mind the 8 ball up here. It's also a big blocker. So that's an interesting one right here. It's looking nice. Avoided the 8 ball. Ended up with an angle on the 5 ball. That was a great shot. So easy to underhit that one. So easy to scratch into the corner pocket. That was just perfect. Just forward, 1 rail probably. Spin it out, come closer to that 6 ball. Now the question is that 7 ball frozen? That would make things a little bit more difficult. Yeah, nicely done. Just rolled it in. And it's another big shot coming up. Nicely done. That was a nicely controlled stun run-through shot. Made it look easier than it actually is. If you're playing pool, you know how difficult that is to time that shot exactly. And really great out. Was nicely done. Played a good safety on the 1 ball. Then a bit of an unlucky scratch by Yukio, and yeah, Josh cleared the table nicely. Had a bit of trouble from the 4 to the 5, but managed to get a really great position. And it's very, very important to get on the board, get your very first game if you're Yukio, because it's so important. If you're already 4 behind in a race to 9, it's gonna get more difficult and difficult. So this is a must-win right here. Of course, I'm also having a look at the chat, and regarding the scoring and the update of the scoring, I'm doing the scoring from here, so there is no one there. Josh just set up the camera, and the rest is done by me. Really good break. Made a couple of balls on the break. That was awesome. So, opening shot on the 2 ball. Everything's there. I mean, look at the layout. 6 connects to the 7. The 7 connects nicely to the 8. And if the 9 ball even passes into the lower left corner pocket from our perspective, that would be even better, because then the 8 ball connects nicely to the 9 and the 9 nicely to the 10. So it's pretty much all about the first 2 shots. Just want to keep a bit of an angle on the 4 ball. Then stunner over for the 6. But he's not feeling it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, but everyone who's playing pool competitively should know what your nerves can do. I really hope we're gonna see a bit of his real game in this match. Meanwhile, big shot from the 4 to the 6. Nicely done. Maybe a tad too much angle. But of course, he didn't want to hit that other ball any harder. Definitely make it. So is he gonna play it soft, or is he gonna go twice across? From his swings, I think he's gonna go twice across. Not ideal. Bit harder would have been nice. That would have also changed the cue ball's path a little bit. You could cut that in, theoretically. And of course, if you're Joshua Filler, you can also do it practically. Great shot. So now, as I mentioned before, it would be great if the 9 ball passed the 10 ball, which it doesn't. Or does it? Okay, it does. That certainly makes things a lot easier. Nice shot off the rail. A lot of follow. Great position on the 10 ball. Yeah, another great out. Had a couple of more difficult shots than they could have been. But worked his way through. And it's already 4-0 with, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's Joshua's break. I mean, the good news is, of course, whoever wins already made it to the last 64. But both of them already won their first match. So who's ever about to lose this match is going into the losers qualification. Lost the cue ball once again, just as on the very first break, but this time to the other side. So break is not working 100% yet, but this looks like not an easy rack. Of course, you're happy to get ball in hand, but this could have been a bit easier. So already, while someone is moving the camera around, you can see the 2 and the 3 ball are already tricky, because I think the 2 ball doesn't pass that 3 ball. So you gotta play a really good position here. Does it pass, or is he going for the combo? I think it has to pass, because with ball in hand, trying to get a position on the combo would be way too tricky, so it definitely has to pass, I think. Nicely done. I think as a right-handed player, you can also reach that. You have to draw the cue ball all the way back to the 4. Avoid traffic. It's nice. Maintain an angle. But could be a bit closer, and we've seen a couple of misses already. So this is a bit of a test of nerves now. If he's feeling good, no doubt he's gonna make it. You see, if you're not feeling it, these kind of shots are a test. If you make them, it's really good for your confidence. If you miss them, it's gonna get worse and worse. Okay, so what does the 8 and the 10 say? I mean, the 5 ball obviously goes into the side, but I'm not too sure about the 8 ball yet. Yeah, Felix Vogel in the background, doubles partner of Joshua. If you watched our video logs on this channel, behind the scenes with Joshua and Pia, you're very likely to have also spotted Felix here and there. Okay, that was a great shot. 8 ball goes into the corner pocket. Bumping into the 10 ball. In the best case, you bump the 10 ball out in front of the side pocket. Did that perfectly while getting the perfect position on the 9 ball. And that's a real sign of confidence and, of course, knowledge. And another great rack by Josh here. Of course, Yukio is giving him the opportunities on the table. And this was just a must-win rack. Now it's 5-0 already. It's gonna get more and more difficult. You're not gonna feel any better because you know you made like 3-4 mistakes that you shouldn't have made. So now this is where the mental game really comes into play. And even from here, if you play perfect, it's alternate break. It's so difficult to play against Josh. So even if he turns the switch now and starts playing his real game, it's not a certainty that he can actually generate a comeback. So let's see what he's about to do. Let's watch his body language. And that is basically a replicate of Joshua's break. Cue ball directly into the side pocket. I mean, sometimes you get unlucky on the break. The cue ball gets kicked around and scratches somewhere. But if the cue ball drifts directly into any of the two side pockets, then you have to admit you just hit it bad. Okay, that's not an easy one. I'm not too sure if that free ball is on the table. Looks like Josh has to get from the 2 to the 4, but the 4 is blocked. Doesn't have any of the lower corner pockets. Some people are trying to steal the phone. No, just someone bumped into the camera once again. So yes, we are aware this is not the best camera angle and not the highest quality, but I think it's better than nothing, to be honest. I mean, we can watch Joshua play. We have some commentary. We see everything if the referee is not standing in the way. But I mean, it's his job to watch and to not stay in the be in the player's side. So that's totally legit. But of course, we're trying to find, if it's possible, a better camera angle and a better quality. Yeah, internet connection seems to be not ideal because we lost a bit of quality. Okay, did he end up straight or too straight? Can he go forward? Yes, he could go forward. Touch of right spin, just a bit short of pace, but hard enough. Going to use both long rails. Just low, touch of right spin. Just like that. Yeah, and you gotta say, Josh is playing really, really strong. He's using basically every opportunity. I'm not too sure if he actually missed one shot already in this match. I don't think so. So he's really punishing the mistakes from Yukio. And it's his own break again. So let's watch Joshua's break. didn't break perfect yet. I mean, that was productive. Cue ball still drifted awfully close to the side pocket, but just curved quickly enough to avoid it. And he got rewarded. He has a perfect opening shot on the one ball. Talking about the break, congrats to your break and run. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna give any tips on the 10-ball break in this video, because this is just a live stream. So if you have any questions about the 10-ball break, hit me up on social media and I'm gonna give you some tips. Okay, so are we about to see another perfect rack? Key position from the 3 to the 4. Just 2 rails and now around. This is the rack winning shot if you get nicely on the 6 ball, which he did. Then it should be over. Maybe a bit too little angle, maybe just a bit too close to the rail, but certainly no problem. I think that was the fastest rack we had so far in this match. And already on 7 games. Okay, what is going on in your mind if you're Yukio at that point? I mean, I'm convinced he's not given up yet. But certainly he's not satisfied with how things unfolded so far. I mean, at one point, even if you didn't feel well, you made a couple of mistakes. There is a point when you're like, just, I don't care anymore, I'm just gonna play now, which can turn the switch around. If you're just kind of flowing around the table. Had that a couple of times in matches where I played really bad. Then I can't really say I didn't care anymore, but it was kind of that state of mind where I was just like, okay, let's just play some pool now and don't care about what happened, or that is a match I just wanna at least play a bit. But of course, his break hasn't worked ideal yet. But I really wish that we see at least one nice out from him. That's interesting. It's basically a replicate of Josh's break regarding the cue ball, went to the very same spot. But unfortunately, no ball on the break. One ball is also in a similar spot. And again, perfect chance to start the rack. Just need to draw a tiny bit back. Bumped into the 7 ball even better. That way you don't have to play that controlled draw shot. Now go to the center of the table. Keep going. That's a bit short of pace. Yeah, you're perfectly crossing that line of the free ball. And now things get a bit more tricky than they could have been, but I'm sure he's gonna manage it. Maybe he's gonna draw into the 6-ball. Just like that. You just don't want to tie up that 5. And this makes things now super, super complicated. Not only do you need to get position on the 5-ball, but then you also gotta get from the 5-ball to the 6-ball once again. And if you're getting on the 5-ball, then you will definitely have a lot of angle. So you need to go up and down. And you wanna avoid that 7-ball, and you wanna avoid, well, you're not making contact with the 8-ball. 7-ball should also not be in the way. Big shot. Really interesting one. Maybe he's gonna switch his plans and play a safety instead. I don't know. But I would love to see him pull that one off. Avoided the 7. Avoided the 10. Leaves himself a nice angle on the 6-ball. That was such a great shot once again. Just a bit more angle would have been nice, because now he has to cue over the 9-ball. Force the cue ball a bit more. Nicely done. Ended up with a good angle. He's making it look so easy. That's crazy. Such a nice out once again. I mean, in almost every rack he has to play one really difficult shot, but he's just pulling it off so consistently. And the match is going for like 45 minutes. And Joshua Filler is already on the hill with his own break. So can he end the match, make it into the last 64 with a break and run? Yeah, it's really a shame that we didn't see the real game of Yukio. I mean, he was at one point world #1. He was world 9-ball champion, so he definitely can play, that's for sure. And he's getting yet another chance on the table. Seems like the 1-ball is hanging really deep in the pocket, but the cue ball is at a great position to just come out one rail. Once again through the center of the table. Cue ball should pass as well. Nicely done. Now, you wanna get a good angle on the 3-ball, because the 8 and the 5, which you're currently not seeing, is blocking the 2-rail path to the 4-ball. So you want to stun it out or draw back. It was so straight that he could draw it back. That's a key shot now. Just gonna follow 1 rail. 9-ball is tricky, or can he draw it? Can't really tell from here. Ah, that was a great shot. That was really nice. Avoided the 8, avoided the 5. I think he tried to get the 4-ball into the side pocket. I mean, he still can play it into the side or into the corner. Decided to go for the corner. Now, a bit of a tester. A lot of angle on the 5-ball. Gotta bring the cue ball all the way up to the kitchen. And he missed a similar shot, remember, on the very first rack of this match. This time he made it. It was close, but he made it. Good shot. But because he didn't hit it where he wanted into the pocket, he's now too straight on the 6-ball. So he needs to draw back and go for a bit of a longer 7-ball. Oh, that was nice. He had the right angle to do that. Now he's closer to the 7. Good angle. Maybe just a tiny bit too much. I think he tried to stun a bit further forward. Held it nicely. And he's gonna get his very first point on the board. Nicely done. Really happy for him. You can see Josh is annoyed. Of course, he wanted to end the whole thing with a break and run. In the background, you can see Mario He against Felix Vogel about to break. Lost the cue ball once again, so not a really full hit, didn't make a ball on the break. But even if the 1-ball is open, which it should be, the 2-ball and 3-ball are in a horrible place. So Joshua called the bank shot. Cross corner. As he's going all in, trying to open the problem already. Or at least come down where he can do something. Yeah, I think that was worth the risk. Because even if he leaves an open shot on the one ball, Yukio is still not able to run the whole rack because of the 2 and 3 ball. This turned out pretty decent, I would say. Hampered by the 9 ball, long shot on the 1 ball. But I mean, playing a safety from here is also super difficult. But making the 1 ball from here doesn't offer any value whatsoever. So you might, I think, if the 5 ball is not in the way, send the cue ball all around the table behind the 9 ball to the short rail. Keep the cue ball up table. If this shot is on, I don't know about that. Is this what he tried? Or did he try to go for the bank? But I don't think so, because then you leave yourself that on the 2 ball. Great shot. Or is the gap open? It was really clever to leave the 1 ball close to the 2 and 3 ball problem, because you could either open it up from the 1 ball if you're getting ball in hand, or if your opponent kicks or has to kick or to jump on the 1 ball, he could accidentally also open up the problem. So clever play here, but the gap is open. And not only was the gap open, but the pot was actually on. So now you can gain control over the rack by opening up the problem and freezing the cue ball to the 3 ball in the best case. I mean, that's good. But of course, if you freeze the cue ball to the 3 ball, this 1 rail path is not open, which makes things like 10 times more difficult. And if you're playing against those world-class players, like Joshua Filler, this is always a good chance for him to make something happen. And you see how close that one was. So he went all in for it. He did nicely that the 2 ball goes into a safe place. So great response. I think here, can you just fin the right side of the 2 ball? Just ever so slightly put the 2 ball behind the 4. Bring the cue ball to the opposite long rail. I think that's what I would do. That's for me the safest way to play that. He decided to do something else, try to use the 5 ball. But I think the shot on the 2 ball is on now. So I would say that was a bit too risky. But he got away with it. And he even got rewarded because he has an open shot on the 2. But still a lot of work to do here. Good shot. Key is definitely gonna be the 4 to the 6. Unfortunately, we don't see what happened, but it looks like he has a bit of an angle and he can stun down table. Play the 6 into the lower left corner pocket, just like that. Was a bit too little angle. Could tell from the way he had to stroke that ball. He's a bit on the rail, which makes things way more difficult to get onto the 7 ball. Good shot. Really good. So it's all about getting the right angle on the 8 ball now. To keep it natural. Leave yourself enough angle. Touch of right spin. Long rail, then to the other long rail. Bounce off the rail. Just overhit it a bit. Now, how's the angle? Can he comfortably just roll that in? Or is the cue ball getting a bit away from him? Or is he about to go all around the world? Yeah, definitely the better choice here. Don't want to play these touchy finesse shots. Much better to just let your stroke out. That way you can control everything a lot better. So, nice out. And it's 8-2 in favor of Joshua Filler, with Joshua about to break. Yes, I've mentioned it before, and of course you are right. The quality is unfortunately not the best, but we are working on that. In the previous streams, the quality was a lot better, but it's just so difficult to mount the camera actually to a good place, so we really had to zoom in on that one. You can actually see a lot of a bigger part of the whole area or the whole arena if we're not zooming in. That's why the quality is not perfect, but you know what, we decided to still stream it because at least you're gonna see the best player in the world play some 9-ball in the winners qualification. 2 former world 9-ball champions. So regardless of the quality, I think it's a great to see these two play. And I think we have a timeout here. So we will be back. If you have any questions in the meantime, let us know in the live chat. And if you haven't liked the video and if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, then definitely subscribe right now, because there are already some great videos on this channel with Joshua and Pia Filler teaching you how to play 8-ball, how to play 9-ball. There is even a video, where Joshua is teaching me how to play 10-ball like a pro. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sherry. You can see me right here doing the commentary for you. And we already planned the next recording session with some awesome videos in mind, where you get some real insights, really interesting stuff from them both. And of course, we also have video logs on this channel, 3 in total already. Great insights. You see Joshua and Pia from a very personal side. You can see them analyze their matches. You can see what they eat, how they spend their time during the matches when they're at big tournaments. So it's really great stuff that is already on this channel, and great stuff that will come on this channel. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes when this match continues. Okay. Seems like it's just a couple of seconds because Joshua is back at the table, about to break. So, can he finish the match with a break and run now? Cue ball awfully close. Did make a ball on the break. Can he bring the cue ball behind that 6 ball? Yes, he could. Okay, so you're wondering the cue ball hit the rail. Otherwise it would have been a foul. And unfortunately, the ref is once again a bit in the way. But of course it's his job. Okay, now we can see if Yukio is gonna make contact. If he doesn't make contact with the 1 ball here, then that's a great chance to finally end the match for Joshua. So is he going 1 rail or 2 rails? I think 2 rails. Definitely have to go 2 rails here between the 2 and the 9. Oh, just like that. That was great. Great hit. Is the speed right? No, it isn't. Just a bit too soft. But there is 1 insurance on the table, which is the 5 and the 7 ball. Okay. That insurance is gone. Great shot. Nicely done. Used a touch of inside spin. Now the combo 3-4. Maintained a nice angle on the free ball. Also very reachable as a left-handed player. Just come over 1 rail or maybe even 2 rails. Nicely done. Keep going. Maybe a bit more angle than he would have liked, but it's still very doable. You can see very disciplined, wasn't certain, did stand up, recollect, plan again, visualize again. Great shot. How is the angle? Is it a bit too much? I don't think so. Hard to tell from here. I think he's just gonna stun or draw over. That's looking great. So we are trying to stream more matches if it's possible. It's unfortunately not always possible. And we're also trying to improve the camera quality for the next stream, if we can. So, yeah, great match. 9-2. Joshua is through to the last 64. Yukio. I'm gonna try it one more time. Yukio Akakariyama. I hope that was right. Very difficult for me to pronounce. Is not out of the tournament yet. He's in the losers qualification. So I will talk to you soon. Great match. Subscribe to the channel.